a lot of people, they kind of commute on the island. Probably people like yourself and me, not so much. We all stay in our bubbles. I mean, how often do you come up here?
Not very often.
Not very often. But I would say, especially in this area, you get a lot of English teachers that they don't want to live in Cat 2, and that's where the job is. So they drive a lot to work. Do you think from driving the scooter, not a motorbike, let's say at least an hour a day, and your shoulders are always forward?
Yeah, anything.
Does this cause like some serious issues? Like that's what I don't know, maybe it was you told me or someone told me. I was driving at one point quite a bit, and that's the thing they asked. They said, when you drive the motorbike, where are your shoulders? And like now it kind of sticks in my brain, except for, you know, when you naturally want to be forward on the motorbike. Have you ever tried to just sit up like that? You just feel like a bit of a tool.
Well, so there's one exercise that I like to do. It's called a chair deadlift, which is basically just the bottom part of a deadlift, but you keep your butt on the chair. Maybe I can kind of show you here.
Let's see if we that's a good thing about. Okay, so I'll for all the listeners out there, so I'll dictate what he's doing.
Basically, you have the bar here. You're sitting on the bench, kind of like this height.
Yeah.
You grab the bar, and then you just stand up and just pull up to here.
Okay.
So it's just
while staying seated.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's just the lower back that's working, and it works the whole back from from the sacrum all the way to the back of the head here. And when you do that exercise, and then next day if I'm driving on the bike, I just automatically like sit up straight, and I just okay, this is easy now. Whereas normally you just kind of like relax and bend forward like this.
It's more comfortable, I find, just to be lazy on the bike. It seems a bit strange.
But it's like when you do that exercise, it's like you got a metal rod behind your spine that just keeps it up automatically. You don't have to think about standing upright. But I mean, any kind of sitting, whether it's on a motorbike or in an office or even like just now, like we're not sitting here perfectly upright like this. Nobody does, right? So, and then, what does everybody do? Work on the computer. Even if you're not working on the computer, everybody's on the phone like this. So you're constantly in kind of a bent forward position, which again, like chest, lats, hip flexors, they get tight. So those are really the three main muscles that most people should.
Would you recommend
loosen up
when people are working a desk job?
Yep.
A desk job that sitting on like not like a yoga ball, or even standing up and working while standing.
Well, you can slouch on a yoga ball too. So there's nothing like the idea behind it is, okay, you have to stabilize and everything. But, at least for myself, when I sit on there, initially, okay, it's nice. But then, you get in the exact same position as you would on a normal chair. Standing up is great. But the best I would say is to mix it up, so stand a bit, because if you're standing all day long, that get pressure on your feet and your knees and all that, that's maybe also not the best idea. But if you can alternate between sitting a bit, standing a bit, so after about 20 minutes of sitting in or of being in one position, your soft tissue starts to adapt to that position. So if a muscle is in a shortened position, then it starts to shorten up a little bit. If it's in a stretched position, it starts to release and relax a bit. So any position that you're in, even the perfect position, if you're perfectly sitting up straight, if you're in that position, even though it's officially maybe the best, but that can lead to its own
so constantly
set of problems as well. Yeah, just moving around. Yeah.